and get started. So good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining today. As I indicated, this call is basically the last call that we're going to have in front of the annual meeting, which is taking place in just a couple of weeks, if you can believe it. And the goal behind this webinar is, or conversation is, to acclimate you to the Whova app, if in case you haven't done that previously. And we do have a number of people joining. So for those of you who have just joined us, you haven't missed much. We are just getting started. And as I was saying, we are going to be covering the Whova app for both exhibitors and sponsors today, as well as lead generation, and then some other key aspects of the exhibit. I have been getting a lot of questions by phone and by email. So I do know that a lot of you still have questions, and I will be staying on the phone to answer those questions after I go over the Whova app. However, to get us started, a few reminders. First of all, please mute yourself again if you have not done so. And then in terms of the show itself, if you have not yet registered your team, it is really important that you do so. It allows you to get into the hall that much more quickly. We do have hall monitors that will be checking badges. You will be required to have a badge to get into the hall. So please do make sure that you register. Jennifer Childs from our office has been sending out emails to all of our exhibitors and sponsors, getting people registered. So if you have not heard from her, or if you've gotten an email from her and have not yet responded, please do so sooner rather than later. Also, I've been getting questions about ordering furniture and electricity. As you should all be getting from Fern Exposition Services a link to the exhibitor kit. If you have not gotten that, please let me know. You can send me an email after this call and I will make sure that you have it. That kit has everything that you need to order any additional furniture. It also allows you to order electricity and anything else you need. Now, as a reminder, ITE is providing Wi-Fi for the whole meeting space, including the exhibit hall. However, if you have a product demonstration or something else where you need a dedicated Wi-Fi, I would order your own line, and that you can do through the exhibitor kit. Also, you will need to ship through Fern to the show. The hotel does not accept any packages, so you do need to ship through Fern. Those are just a few reminders. I will go into more detail about that afterward. I think we have most of the people here, so let me go ahead and share my screen. And what I'm going to do is walk you through the process for updating your booth, creating your booth profile, and then also how to access and work with lead gen and lead retrieval. So all of you have access to the Whova app. If you have not yet downloaded it, I will be sending more information out about how you can do that. I would recommend that you just go ahead and you listen right now, and then you can reference this recording afterward. There's both a web app, which we're looking at now, as well as a mobile device, which you can use on your phone, tablet, what have you. And the web app, I would recommend, this is the best place, which is why I have it up, to build your booth profile, whether you're an exhibitor or sponsor, and then your phone or mobile tablet, what have you, is the best opportunity for lead generation. So once you have access to the app, you can either come to the web app, and I will send, if you don't have your own link, I will send that to you. You should be able to access it directly once you have access to the downloaded the app, or just email me and I can send you your link. But once you access this web app, when you get to your booth, and it's only for your booth, you'll see a box that looks like this, edit your booth. And it takes you to a dashboard, which has a lot of information on the left-hand side, which allows you to set up your booth profile. And as you can see, manage your booth staff, view and export leads, which you'll use your mobile device, like I said, to generate those leads. You can use the chat room, all of that. But I do highly recommend that you use the web app, and I will help you get your link if you don't have it already, to be able to complete your profile. Because as you can see, I will go back here, you can see that a number of exhibitors have already set up their booth profile, and this allows attendees to get to know you more before they even walk into the hall, and get a sense of the products and services that you offer, so that they know to come visit you. So you can see what some of your fellow exhibitors have already done. So I strongly recommend, if you have not already done that, to have, and here I go, I'm jumping ahead, I apologize. I would definitely have somebody from your team, or you go ahead and set up your booth. There are a number of opportunities within the dashboard itself. As you can see, you can complete your profile. You can create some custom tags for the lead retrieval, which we will offer, and I will talk about in just a moment. And you can also go ahead and create some graphics, which they've created some Whova's created some ready-to-share graphics, which you can utilize as well. Although I do know that some companies have restrictions that they want to use their own branding, which is completely understandable. But really, Whova has provided you with one intuitive and simple interface that you can use to build your booth profile. So let me switch over to lead generation and lead retrieval, because I do know that is a big question that a lot of people have been asking. First and foremost, it is offered at no charge to all the exhibitors through Whova. Once you download the app, and as long as you are a booth staff person, when you open the Whova app itself, it should automatically appear on your phone. All ITE conference attendees will have a QR code on their badge that can be scanned as part of the lead retrieval. And then, as you saw on the web app, that's where you can download them. So that means somebody back in your office who has access to the web app can actually download them while you're at the conference, and they're on in the office, as long as they have access to the web app. So if you have any questions about access and who can have access and who doesn't, again, it's best to email me. And you should have my email address, and I'll put it in the chat. But also, I know that several of you will have people on site that may or may not be on this call and may have questions about lead retrieval. There is a tutorial that is on my screen now that I have printed out, and I'm going to hand it out for each booth to read. So you will have access to it on site. So hopefully there will be fewer questions on site about the app than previously. The one caveat is that this is a very basic lead retrieval system. It just captures basic information about each attendee. As you saw, you could put some tags in there for your own use. We do have attendees that will go in and edit their own profile and take out titles or take out other information. There's not a lot we can do about that. I'm sure that you've dealt with those kind of situations before, but I did want to clarify that. If you're looking for something a little bit more robust, either you have your own system or perhaps you can look online for a lead retrieval system. But I did want to offer this because it is free and it is automatically available to any exhibitor as long as you are listed as a booth staff person. So I'm going to actually stop sharing my screen now. And I'm going to see if there are any questions. I know I went over that really fast, and I'm happy to go back over anything that if you have a question or not. But are there any questions about the app? Please go ahead and either unmute yourself and ask or raise your hand and I'll call on you. Okay, Melissa?
Hi, good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Yes.
We were having some trouble accessing the app. We did receive a personalized link, and when we clicked on it and put in the email, we get an error message that says, "Sorry, you are not in the exhibitor staff list." And we were
Okay.
wondering what we can do.
Yes. So what I will need to get the names of the individuals. There's two things you can do. Either somebody who is on the staff list can go in and to the web app and invite the booth personnel that should be on it to make those changes, or you can email me and I will add you.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Okay. I actually, so there's a question about showing a typical feed for leads on the Whova app. I don't actually have that. I apologize. And I believe they do download it into a CSV format, which then can be translated into Excel. But I also want to mention here about the attendee list, which is a question that a lot of people have had, so I might as well address it here. So in the next week, I will be sending out an attendee list to all exhibitors and sponsors. And at that point, the attendee lists include name, title, company, city, and state. It will not include contact information. Then following the conference, about 7 to 10 days after we've been able to get everybody logged in that registered on site, you will get an updated registration list that at that point will contain contact information. So I hope that answers that question. Are there additional questions about the app or lead generation? Okay, if not, if you don't have additional questions, you are free to drop off. If there are other questions about the show in general or about any questions about registration, or if you haven't gotten the exhibitor kit, if you have questions about furniture, please feel free. This is the time to ask them.
I just have a quick question. This is Ian with Temple. I sent you my logo. I just want to make sure you got it and if the quality was good enough for you.
It was perfect. Thank you for sending that.
Okay. All right. I think we should be good then at the Temple booth.
All right, wonderful. The great news is that we have only 2 booths left, and hopefully by tomorrow we will be sold out. So it should be a fantastic exhibitor presence in the hall.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. So this is going to be a very short call. We can wrap up if people don't have additional questions. Again, this is the opportunity to ask any questions that you may have about the show so that you're all set when we get on site. Karen, I believe you had a question.
Hi, Pam. Could you just review, I think it would benefit everyone on the call, all the shipping rules and regulations? I know Fern is involved with the advanced warehouse, but for those who are hand carrying items to the show, I know you had previously said that until the carpet is set and all those are in place. Could you go over that again?
Sure, absolutely. So as I said, so let me just kind of start at the beginning. Fern is our show decorator, and they have sent out the exhibitor kit, which will have shipping information for their warehouse. The important thing to know is that the hotel does not accept shipments. So you do need to go through Fern. Now, if you are going to hand carry items in, we do ask you to limit them to one trip. That is something that is normal for most shows, and just minimize the amount of things that you're hand carrying in. Do not expect that there will be room carts or anything available. So it would be basically things that you can carry yourself. Fern will not be on site to help you if you pull up to the loading dock. I don't think it's even allowed at this hotel. So I just really want to be honest with all of you about that. The other thing is that while we are setting up, the hotel has very specific requirements that we have to, or Fern has to have plastic down on the floor before any wheeled items can go in. So if you have a hand cart that have big wheels, when you are coming into the hall and leaving the hall, please wait to make sure that there's plastic down on the hall floor or on the carpet before you wheel that in. Does that help? Did I miss anything? Okay.
This is Patrick with Ether Win. I mean, that really makes it hard for people that have mobile booths, right? That are bringing it in. So, is there going to be a pathway that stays permanent for people like us bringing stuff in?
So tell me a little bit more about your situation. You'll just be bringing stuff in on Sunday and then taking it out on Tuesday, right?
That's correct.
Yeah, there will be plastic on the floor at that point for you to be able to take stuff in and out.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, I know every exhibit hall, especially when you're in a conference center, can be a little bit different. Ravindra?
Hey, Pamela, thank you for doing this. I really appreciate it. Looking forward to coming to Orlando and meeting everybody there. Hey, couple of questions, trying to get organized out here. Should I expect an email from Fern with the furniture kind of details? And is there like a picture for a booth layout right now? What is there and what's not? I should be.
So, yeah. So you should have already received, and I will have it resent to you because it sounds like you didn't get it. Or it may have ended up in a spam folder, is a link to their exhibitor portal, that's where you can order furniture. As a reminder, every 10 by 10 space gets a 6-foot table, 2 chairs, and a wastebasket along with an ID sign. So if you need additional furniture, that would be the place to order it. Also, you need to order your own electricity, and that is in the exhibitor kit as well under additional services. So if you need an electrical drop, that would be the place to order it. I'm trying to think what else. Also, the hotel floor, it is carpeted. So for this show, you do not need to order carpeting unless you want additional carpeting for comfort.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. Other questions? Trying to think if there's anything else I need to remind you about. One of the things, and I know I'm seeing Bethany's name and she reminded me, just seeing that reminded me of it, is we do ask as part of your agreement if you can send us your certificate, your COI, your insurance. If you have certificate, if you have not sent that to me, please do so. I will be getting an email reminder out about that as well.
Pam, regarding the
Yes.
COI, it's Karen here. Could you, in your reminder email, just outline who should be the named insured, et cetera?
Yes, I will do that. I will, yes, I will list the names. So we have a question about putting your logo into the Whova app. So Diana, what I would do is I would go into the web app and then you can, if you scroll down on the dashboard under your profile, there is a place where it says upload a logo. If you're not able to find that, let me know and I can help you, or you can send me the logo and I'll place it for you. All right, one more call for questions and then I will let you all go. All right. Well, you guys, thank you so much for attending today. It was a quick meeting, but hopefully it was informative, and I look forward to seeing you all in Orlando in just a couple of weeks.
Thank you, Pam.
Thanks,
Thank
Pam.
you.
Thanks, Pam.
All right.
Thanks, Pam.
Bye.